Have you ever stopped to think why some people seem to get everything they want while others grind endlessly and barely move forward? It doesn't make sense, right? You've been told that if you just work harder, if you just push yourself more, success will come. But what if I told you that hard work is actually a lie? That the very thing you've been chasing might be holding you back? Today, we're going to expose the truth behind what really drives results and why the grind culture you're addicted to might be sabotaging you. Most people think success is about long hours, sweat, and sacrifice. They stay late at the office, skip vacations, and measure their worth by their productivity. But here's the shocking part. Working harder doesn't make you smarter, richer, or more effective. In fact, it often leads to burnout, stress, and stagnation. Ever noticed how some people do less and still crush it? That's not luck. That's strategy. That's leverage. Let me ask you this. If hard work were truly the key, wouldn't everyone who works 80 hours a week be successful? Yet we see people drowning in effort with nothing to show for it. Meanwhile, someone else shows up, works smart, uses the right leverage, and their results multiply. There's a fundamental difference between effort and results, and understanding it is the first step to breaking free from the hard work trap. Here's a secret most people overlook. The most powerful wins in life aren't achieved through effort alone. They're achieved through leverage. Leverage isn't about luck or connections. It's about using the tools, systems, and opportunities around you to amplify your effort. Think about it. Why do some YouTubers explode overnight while others grind for years with no growth? It's not just content creation. It's strategy, consistency, and knowing exactly what lever to pull at the right time. And this isn't limited to business. Look at sports. Athletes don't just train harder than everyone else, they train smarter. They study technique, analyze patterns, and optimize their recovery. The people who dominate their field are not always the ones sweating the most. They're the ones who understand the game better than anyone else. They find shortcuts that actually work, while the hard workers are spinning their wheels. Let me tell you a story. There was this guy named John, working 60 hours a week in a dead-end corporate job. Every evening, he was exhausted, thinking, if I just push a little harder, I'll get promoted. Months passed, no promotion, no recognition. Then John discovered leverage. He started automating repetitive tasks, learning negotiation strategies, and building relationships strategically. 6 months later, he was leading projects and making more money than he dreamed of while working half the hours. He didn't work harder, he worked smarter. Now, you might be thinking, that's John's story. Maybe he just got lucky. But this principle isn't about luck. It's about understanding how the world actually works. Hard work is the bait society sells you to keep you busy. Real success is about identifying high-impact actions and focusing there. Think of it like a seesaw. You can push on one side as much as you want, but if the other side is perfectly positioned, your single push can move mountains. That's leverage. Ask yourself, how much of your life is spent on low-impact work? Answer emails, attend meetings, scroll social media, busy yourself with tasks that feel productive but barely move the needle. And why do we do it? Because someone once told us hard work equals success. But guess what? Hard work without strategy is just motion. It's noise, not signal. And here's the twist. Even highly intelligent people fall for it. Think about Elon Musk. Do you think he simply worked harder than everyone else, minute by minute, day by day? He worked insanely hard, yes, but not blindly. Every action was calculated, every resource leveraged, every problem solved with high-impact thinking. That's why he moves faster, innovates more, and achieves results that leave the world stunned. It's not about effort, it's about direction and leverage. Curious how this works in everyday life? Let's break it down. Imagine two people trying to get fit.
One spends hours at the gym doing endless cardio and random exercises. The other spends half the time but follows a scientifically designed plan that maximizes results. Guess who gets better results faster? It's not luck, it's leverage. Knowledge, strategy, and efficiency multiply effort in ways sheer hard work never can. So why does society glorify hard work so much? Because it's easier to sell effort than results. Effort is visible. You can see someone grinding and think they're making progress. Results, however, require insight and understanding, something not everyone can sell you. That's why the lie persists. We're told to work harder, while the people who really succeed work smarter. They focus on high-leverage activities, not busy work. Here's another example: social media. Millions of creators post daily thinking volume equals growth. But the top creators, they understand algorithms, trends, and engagement mechanics. They don't just work hard, they exploit leverage points others miss. Posting 5 times strategically can beat posting 50 times blindly. It's not effort, it's insight. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people will never embrace this. They're addicted to the idea of working hard because it's familiar and safe. High leverage requires thinking differently, taking calculated risks, and sometimes going against conventional wisdom. It's uncomfortable, but that's where transformation happens. That's where real results come from.
Let's make it personal. What if you spent your next week identifying high-leverage opportunities instead of grinding through busy work? What if you applied strategic thinking to your career, your health, your relationships, and your finances? The multiplier effect could change everything. One smart decision could have more impact than weeks of effort. And here's the beauty: leverage compounds. The more you understand it, the more you can apply it. You can automate tasks, delegate work, build networks, and use tools that amplify your effectiveness. Each high-leverage action builds momentum, creating a snowball effect that raw hard work alone could never achieve. Think about Warren Buffett. He didn't get rich by working harder than everyone else. He got rich by understanding finance, spotting opportunities, and making strategic investments. That's leverage. And if you study history, you'll see this pattern over and over. The world's most successful people didn't just grind, they identified leverage points and exploited them relentlessly. So, what should you do next? Stop glorifying hard work. Stop measuring your worth by how exhausted you are. Start measuring by your impact. Identify the activities that move the needle the most and focus obsessively on them. Delegate, automate, optimize, and multiply your results with strategy, not sweat. And don't get me wrong, this doesn't mean you sit around doing nothing. Effort still matters, but it's the direction of that effort that counts. A smart, strategic hour can be worth 10 hours of blind grind. The question is, are you willing to work intelligently, to think critically about where your energy goes, to find the levers that actually create results? Now, let's be brutally honest. Most people will ignore this advice. They'll keep grinding, hoping sheer effort will pay off. And for a few, it might. But most will burn out. Most will get frustrated. Most will wonder why life isn't fair. But not you, because you've understood the hidden truth. Hard work isn't the path to success. Leverage is. And here's one last thing. Leverage isn't just about efficiency, it's about freedom. Imagine achieving more in less time. Imagine having the energy, resources, and opportunities to live life on your terms. That's what high-leverage thinking gives you. That's what the so-called hard workers are missing. They're trading hours for results that could have been earned smarter, faster, and easier. So ask yourself, are you ready to stop worshiping effort and start chasing impact? Are you ready to think differently, act strategically, and achieve results that leave others scratching their heads? Because once you embrace leverage, once you start applying it consistently, your entire world changes. Remember John from earlier? He's not unique. The difference isn't luck, it's leverage.
Every one of us has access to tools, knowledge, and opportunities that can multiply our impact. The question is, who will actually use them? Who will act while others grind in vain? Who will think strategically while everyone else hustles blindly? If you take one thing from this video, let it be this: hard work is not the path to success. Insight, strategy, and leverage are. Work smart, identify the high-impact moves, and execute relentlessly. And watch as your results grow faster than you ever imagined. Success isn't about exhaustion. It's about intelligence, insight, and taking the right actions at the right time. Don't fall for the lie society sells you. The world rewards those who work smarter, not harder. Leverage is the truth. Leverage is the secret. And leverage is waiting for you to use it. Ask yourself today, what lever will you pull? Which part of your life will you stop grinding and start optimizing? The answer might shock you. One smart move could change everything. One insight could accelerate your results tenfold. One strategy could transform your life. That's the power of leverage. And when you look back a year from now, will you be exhausted, wondering why all that effort didn't pay off? Or will you be ahead of the game, thriving, growing, and living life on your own terms? The choice is yours. Hard work is a lie. Leverage is reality. And the sooner you accept that, the sooner you win. Now, go. Identify your levers, focus your energy, multiply your impact, and watch as everything changes. Hard work alone will never get you there, but smart, strategic action will. Remember, leverage beats effort every single time. Success isn't about grinding harder. It's about thinking smarter. It's about multiplying your results while others spin their wheels. It's about finding the high leverage points in life and using them relentlessly. Don't chase hard work. Chase impact. Chase results. Chase leverage. Your time is limited. Don't waste it grinding blindly. Find your lever, pull it, and let the results speak for themselves. Because when you understand leverage, when you apply it consistently, nothing will ever be the same again. Hard work is a lie, but leverage is your path to freedom, wealth, and true success. Now, ask yourself, what's the first high leverage action you're going to take today?